downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the LA Chargers. We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now ETN to start the drive. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. On first down, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Now 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Buying time to his left. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Back to throw. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, 41 yards. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Draw play, ETN. And a nice spin into some open field. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. ETN is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Once more, ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Dancing to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. ETN up the middle. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. ETN once more. And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. 20, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now it's Herbert. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10.
Home to tricks right.
Eckler, they run left side. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They snap it to Herbert. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. How about them biting up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first,
Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit, because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars have regained the lead. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, 39 yards. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 2. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Lawrence will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Hey, gun.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Lawrence on first down. Touchdown Jaguars! Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 5. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Hey, go. Hey, kill.
On first down, Lawrence. The 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Hey, run. Hey, kill.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And this is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now a give running left is Eckler. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Herbert now. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming.
There he goes, left side. takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Lawrence. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Toss left side for ETN. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And I think the ball's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run with ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Herbert going to change the play here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. This offense already 4 for 4 on 4th down conversions. They're going to try it again here on this 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Looking to throw, Lawrence out to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
11, Agate. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we...
And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, You can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's third down and 5. Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime, and you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Baylor Tigers.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll run for it with Eckler.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off
with a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally,
rush coming, and he's taken down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Let's go.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert changing things up. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
and why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And I think the ball's out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. And his kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN. Finding space at the 40. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lawrence on first down.
Flushed out right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
As he takes us up to the 47. On third down, here's Etienne. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Lawrence. Incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hey, here we go, baby. Here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line.
And Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Third down and 6. Now Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to potentially get out of here with a tie. The kick by McManus is good, and we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Come on.
I'm back upbeat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
The Charger drive about to get going. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
Now a 2nd and 2. Allen now with a chance to run.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. Running on first down, Eckler. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On third down, here's Eckler.
149 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Once more, here's Eckler.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he loses the football the second time. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the